is this video showing a girl who can twist her leg backwards and upside down like Mr. Fantastic for real? Or are we just looking at a new After Effects filter called iTwisty? I've got the answers to that contortionist controversy, plus the answers to a whole bunch of other crazy photos and videos that you guys sent in. Like this video claiming to show a fish with long spindly legs standing on the ocean floor. A photo claiming to show a weird mutant dog with two noses. A picture of a blue-footed booby with green feet instead of blue. A photo of what looks like a giant tidal wave that was flash frozen. And to top it all off, a photo that claims to show a recent discovery of the biggest megalodon tooth in the world. It's gonna be a real mega monster of a show, so don't go away. Hey guys, Bill here. You know, you can spend hours and hours on the internet looking at all sorts of crazy videos and pictures, but how do you tell which ones are real and which ones are merely made up for your amusement? Well, you watch the Real or Fake show, that's how. You send in the crazy pictures and videos, we check them out to see if they're real or not, and who knows, you might even get an official Bill's Channel shout out. I mean, how cool is that?
Wow, that's cool, man.
Number one is this video of what looks like a fish with legs. Hey, does that mean it can ride a bicycle? Brian Rangasamy sent this in and just said, watch this, real or fake? Brian, to me it looks like some sort of animation character or a special effects creature. But have no fear because I've got the official answer right here. But first, let's see what you guys think by voting right up there. Number two is this photo claiming to show a dog with two noses. It was sent in by Facebook reader Eric Gamboya, who wants to know if this dog with a double-barreled sniffing apparatus could possibly be real. Well, Eric, we've seen quite a few creatures around here with two heads, but I think this is the first time we've seen one with two noses. This one almost seems like an entry into one of those Photoshop contests, you know, where they have these weird themes like maybe mutant snooper sniffers.
I vote real.
We're gonna give you the official answer real soon, but first, let's see if you can sniff out the truth. Go ahead and vote right up there. Now let's check out photo number three. Joshua Berduo Gomez wonders if there are blue-footed boobies with green feet in this world, or if this photo is just created in Photoshop. Joshua, I don't know if you know this, but I am a huge fan of the blue-footed booby. In fact, I'm such a big fan, I went all the way to South America just to record some. You can see from the video I shot, they are real and very cool. So I have to say, I'm a little suspicious of any color other than blue on the feet of my little friends. But hey, that's just me. What really matters is what this says right here. Now, you may have telepathy and you can figure out what it says in there and get to the truth real quick. But then again, maybe you don't. Either way, what I'd like you to do is go up here and vote right now. Number four is this photo I happen to have run across myself. It shows what looks like a gigantic tidal wave frozen in place with people standing and climbing on it. You know, I've always been suspicious of this picture because, you know, when you think about it, ocean water has salt in it, which means it's a lot harder to freeze than fresh water. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. Remember that video we did not too long ago that showed all the animals that got frozen in place because they all got caught in a flash freeze or some kind of polar vortex event? It can happen. I mean, ask these ice fishing Eskimos. We're going to unfreeze the official answer here in just a few minutes, but first let me know what your vote is right up here. And And now for our final entry today, a photo that, if it is real, is going to knock the socks off of everything we thought we knew about the legendary Megalodon. The Megalodon was the most massive shark ever to prowl the Earth's oceans. It grew to almost 18 meters or 60 feet long, which basically means it was a shark the size of a whale. But in the animal kingdom, bigger isn't always better. Scientists believe this uber shark species went extinct because it couldn't find enough prey to support its gigantic size. Now back to the photo. It was sent in by Matija Mitrovic, who writes, "The teeth of Megalodon are about 15 to 20 centimeters in size. This one is a half a meter, which is crazy. I would like to know, is this tooth a real shark tooth found in the ocean or just another big fat fake?" Well, Matija, that is an excellent question, and I can assure you our global team of researchers has left no tooth unturned to come up with this, the official answer. Now, I'm going to be delivering the goods of what's in here in just a few minutes, but first, I'd like you to deliver me some goods right up there by giving me your vote. Go ahead and do it right now. Okay, did you guys get all your votes in? Good, because now I'm going to open up the old official envelope here and find out how you did. You ready? Let's go. Okay, now the video with fish with legs. Now that thing looked like some kind of a character from a video game for me, but as it turns out, it is, you ready? Real. This bizarre three-legged fish is known as a tripod fish or Bathypterus. The legs are, in fact, enormously elongated pectoral rays. These rays sense vibrations in the water that help the tripod fish catch their prey. Scientists believe they also use these long, spindly rays as legs to help them stabilize on this ocean floor. One other weird thing I wanted to mention about this fish before we move on is that it's a hermaphrodite, meaning it's got both male and female reproductive organs. It can be tough for these lonely bottom dwellers to find a mate, so if the dating scene doesn't seem to be working out, they can just reproduce by fertilizing one of their own eggs. That's very interesting, but my question is, how? Well, the only thing I can suggest is don't turn up your noses at this two-snouted pooch because he's actually real.
Get ready for this. This dog was born with two noses.
He's an Australian Shepherd named Toby, and as dogs go, he is definitely double cool. He was abandoned by his owners and ended up getting caught by a dog catcher. He was about to be put down when my good friend and Venice Freak Show owner Todd Ray found out about him and adopted him. And now he's a huge hit at Todd's Venice Freak Show in Venice, California. If you ever go there, make sure to stop by. According to Todd, Toby's extra nose gives him an incredibly strong sense of smell, which to me means he might do a good job if he came over here and tried to sniff out a few real or fake submissions for us. But on second thought, maybe not, because I could end up losing my job. But wait a minute, this is not a job. I just do this on YouTube. Number 3, the green-footed booby. Now guys, we all know that blue-footed boobies are real, but green-footed boobies? I'm not so sure about that. Let's see what we got here. Well, according to a Facebook reader, who unfortunately I can't even read their name, sorry about that, but we do now know that the green-footed booby is, as you might suspect, real. She was the first one to correctly identify the source of the original photo at the very authentic Internet Bird Collection. We don't know how many green-footed boobies there are, but we do know they are more rare. And oh, by the way, there also happens to be red and yellow-footed boobies too. Okay, well, the green-footed booby kind of got me, I have to admit, kind of got me. But what about this frozen wave thing we got going on here? Well, I got to tell you, the answer is short and sweet. And it actually is 4 words. And I think you know what those 4 words are, right? So let's say the first word, then the second word, then the third word, and the fourth word. You ready? Here we go. So think it's funny! Super fact checker Holmes Andreas found the original photo, apparently taken near Kent, England in 1963 when the sea froze. You know, that's what I always thought because, you know, come on, think about it. You know, a sheet of ice over the top of the ocean, okay, that's one thing. But a huge wave moving 20 to 30 miles an hour suddenly froze right in place. And by the way, frozen so solid, people can climb on it. Might be a little bit of make-believe. As Facebook reader Oliver Leyugin pointed out, even in the coldest oceans around the North and South poles, there may be a layer of ice on top, but the warmer water beneath it doesn't freeze.
That's good.
As it turns out, this bit of fancy originated as an art piece for an exhibit called Weird Whistable in England. It was created by famous illustrator Quentin Winter for the show. So don't strap on your crampons and head down to the beach because waves are for surfing, not for climbing. Hey, and speaking of fake waves, look at this one sent in by Arturo Salina. I think somebody should tell Poseidon that his cat got out again. And now for our final photo of the day. Could this be the largest megalodon tooth ever found? This one, I have to tell you, this one turns out to be a really tough one. Although our sharp-eyed researchers were unable to turn up an original version of this photo without the tooth, a video posted on Fossil Forum shows what is agreed to be the largest unrestored megalodon tooth ever found. It's owned by world-renowned shark paleontologist Dr. Gordon Hubble and measures in at 7 3/8 inches or just over 18 centimeters. A megalodon that could grow a tooth this big would have to be over 200 feet long. That's twice the size of this blue whale. So, by deductive reasoning, the official Bill's Channel verdict is big, fat, megaphage. Okay, well that's about all the time I have for this video, but hey, are you thinking about clicking away right now? I wouldn't do that. Do you remember the girl that can twist her legs around? Is that video real or fake? Don't you want to know? Well, hang around a few seconds because I'm going to give you the answer to that. First, I want to send out a big thanks to all you people for sending in your videos and pictures every week. They're all incredible. Special thanks goes out to my researchers here at Bill's Channel and on Facebook for the incredible job you guys do. And hey, don't forget, if you've got a picture or a video and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or comments in the comment section because that will drive me crazy! See you next time. Now, as far as this video is concerned, it turns out to be real. Her name is Jen O'Shea, and she's a bone cancer survivor who had part of her hip removed. Since then, she's been able to swivel her leg around at will like this. She made this video to submit herself into a talent contest for the Ellen DeGeneres Show.